that was fast. Hi, Becky. All right, you guys, so I've changed up the angle a little bit. Again, hopefully everyone likes this angle. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hi, everybody. Oh, Pamela, you're welcome. I was so sad you missed out last time. I'm kind of far away from the comments, so if I don't respond, hopefully someone else can answer. Sound and angle are good. Okay, yay. I know I always feel terrible when you guys are like, okay, we can't hear you though. How does this work? Am I just dumb? Probably. Aw, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is cool. So it like opens up. Anyway. I want this one. Yeah, I may need to get an iPad for when I'm doing these videos. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be cutting and interfacing the Celine bag by Swoon. I've had tons of requests for this pattern, and honestly, I've wanted to make it too, so it's not like it's going to be hard. Yeah, I got these Sharpies so that when I'm cutting out vinyl, I can kind of match each one. Anyway, that's probably never gonna get back in there. Hello to Germany. Awesome. All right, so like I said, Celine bag by Swoon. I read the pattern, it's pretty straightforward. I'm really excited to make this bag. Hello to Italy. I'm really sorry, I can't read the names because it's kind of far away. So yeah, we've got our pocket panel, one exterior, one lining. This is lining, one exterior, okay. So I kind of like to go through and figure out what pieces I need to cut out of what. So there's my vinyl handle connector. This is woven, so I don't need that. Top lining panel. I think I want my top lining panel to be out of vinyl because that's what you're gonna see. Top front panel out of exterior. I've had them run onto fabric. Oh, interesting, the Sharpies. Hello to Sweden. All right, the exterior gusset panel, cut to contrasting, flip over. Oh, okay, very cool. So the exterior gusset is like pieced together, which is what I thought I saw. So I'm excited for that. So I need to cut out 2 of these back to back to back. Here. I was like, I feel like I need to back up the table a little bit more. Kim, I am cutting out the Celine Zip Top Tote by Swoon. I'm so used to having templates for all my bags that I'm not so great at cutting out or tracing paper patterns anymore, I feel like. So if you didn't want to have the accent panel, the exterior gusset panel, I should say, have that like accent stitch line, you could just cut it on the fold and cut it exactly the way that the lining is. But I actually really like that accent stitching. I think that's kind of a fun pop. Okay, so 1, 2. I also really like that she has an additional cut list on the main pattern piece. That's something I do in my patterns as well, so it's nice to see other people do that. Hello to England. I'm not sure if a lot of the YouTube friends here are in the Sew Whatever group as well, but I'm gonna try and kind of divide my time between YouTube lives and Facebook lives. Since I started on Facebook lives, I kind of feel it's necessary to keep doing it. But I like the YouTube lives because they're easier to find later. There's an easy way to search them. And there really isn't a way to do that in Facebook. So I'll probably keep, like if I make a bag a second time, I'll put those in the group. Or if I'm just kind of sewing random things and it's more chatty, I'll probably keep those within the Facebook group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, be sure to join if you want to, if you're on Facebook. Okay, that got a little wonky and I'm not sure how, but whatever. Okay, so there's that. Since I'm using vinyl, I'm not going to cut it out of woven interfacing, but I do think I want to add fleece to the main panels of this bag. I may change my mind, but at least on the back panel, I feel like the bag just needs a little extra something. I'm also thinking that instead of the vinyl handle connectors, I'm going to use my strap anchors in black nickel or something. So I'm not going to cut those out. Oh. So I look like Kirsten Dunst or the comic book character. Which Spider-Man? Okay, so my top lining panel, I need to cut out 2 of these on the fold. Thank you. She is awesome. So I'm honored. With any pattern piece that says to cut on the fold, if you're not very good at cutting on the fold, you could always just print out 2 of them and tape them together. But I love when pattern designers kind of give you that option. The shape of this piece reminds me of the overlay on the Charlotte handbag. I love that bag so much. If anybody is in need of some hardware for their handbags, I just recently updated my website. I added a few items that were out of stock. So if you haven't checked that out, be sure to. Okay, so this piece I'm done with. I only needed 2 of the lining panels. And then handles, I need 2 4x18. That seems a little small. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them to 4x20. Just cause 4x18 seems a little small. Where is my ruler? What did I, oh. right here. Doofus. Okay. There's 20. Okay. So I need a total of 2 of these, and I'm just marking the center of the handles 2, so that way when I add my double-sided tape, I'm ready to go. No, I am tracing onto vinyl fabric. This is my exterior. Okay, what else do I need? Zipper tabs, pocket tabs. Pocket tabs? I should have looked into that. What is a pocket tab? I'll figure it out. I'll cut it out, but I'll figure it out later. Zipper panel for lining. I think I want the zipper panel to be this fabric, so 10 by 1.5 by 2. So I need to cut it by 10 by 3. So Fabric Warehouse Direct doesn't carry the vinyl that I like to use. I get that from something called FM Stores in Springfield. It's about a 3.5-hour drive from me, but it's so worth it. They have so much vinyl, and it's all like $10 or less, which just blows my mind. I keep telling them they need to update or have like a website for people to shop on, and they're like, yeah, we haven't had time. And I'm like, you need to do it. All right, closure strap, 9 by 1 times 2. So 9 by 2. Swoon bags were the first bag patterns I ever encountered, and it's because someone requested a like a hobo style bag, so it was the India. That was the first Swoon I ever made. Pocket tab. I don't know. Okay, pocket tab. I don't want this one. I want this. Oh, okay. It's like for the end of the main zipper. I don't need to cut that. I have a zipper cap. Main zipper tab. Well, that's really cool. Three inches by 2.5 inches. I'll just go ahead and cut it out of vinyl. 3 inches by 2.5. Okay. This is my MZT. Okay, so I think that's all that I need to cut out of vinyl. Not too much. I have trash like all over my cutting table from packing orders last night. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and be super ridiculous. I just got these scissors from Joann's. They're covered in cats. I had to. I'll never understand why I would rather buy like a really cheap pair of scissors that I know isn't going to last me long versus a really nice pair of scissors that might last me forever. I'm like, nah, give me the cheap ones. Hi, Gina. So here are the scissors. They're amazing. I'm probably not going to be altering this pattern too much. I might add extra pockets to the lining, maybe. Yeah, so that's the back side of the vinyl. Here's the front. It's this really pretty color. Oh, yay! Oh, I'm glad the sound is good. I wonder if it's maybe because the air conditioner isn't running and maybe it was the other night. I don't know, but I'm glad to hear that the sound is good. Okay, so because I did not cut these perfectly, you can kind of see that the layers don't line up. Kim, my new pattern will hopefully be June. So instead of lining up that straight edge, I lined up this edge, and I'm just gonna do a 1/2 inch seam allowance on this piece here. I feel like if there's one thing that I'm really good at, it's fixing my mistakes. Okay, so lining up the side panels, and I'm clipping along this straight edge. Someone asked in a video and a comment how I decide which clips to use when. And the answer is when I don't want something to be easily pulled apart, I'll use Wonder clips. And when it's something that I just need to be kind of held together, I'll use the hair clips. But really it's all about personal preference. So whatever works for you. So there's my lining panel. I'm not going to add any interfacing to the lining panels on the top because I think I'm going to add fleece. I know I'm going to add fleece to the main panels of this bag. And that probably isn't necessary, but I'm using knit fabric for my bag, so I want it to be well stabilized. Okay. I almost want to use rainbow hardware for this bag, but I know it would be just a bit overwhelming. Okay, so this is going to be 2 separate pieces. I'm just going to mark 1 and 2 on there so that I can cut it later. I find that if I'm cutting out too many small pieces at my cutting table, by the time I get it to my sewing machine, I've lost something. So I kind of leave big pieces together, but somehow notate to cut it apart. And I could definitely be using a rotary cutter for this part, but I'm pretty good at cutting a straight line, so that's why I don't. I would say yes, Swoon patterns are my favorite, but mostly because I know that she doesn't mind if I make videos for her bags. Because there are some pattern designers who provide videos for their bags and they don't want people to have access to them unless people have paid for the pattern. And I've never really personally talked to Alicia about it, but I think she kind of understands, and I don't want to put words in her mouth, but like if someone sees how a bag is made, they're more likely to purchase it knowing that they can do it. And I wouldn't say that that's my original thought. A lot of you guys have commented it before and said like, I wasn't going to purchase this, but because I saw your video, I am. So I think she kind of gets that it benefits both of us at the end of the day. Okay. I'm going to use hot pink to line this bag. Oh, I could use cream, but whatever. Hello to South Africa. I love your eye for your color choice. Thanks. I kind of just go with it. I never sit there too long and think about things. Hey, that could be a good or a bad thing. Who knows? Okay. So there's a back panel and there's a top front panel. Yeah, and I think a lot of people have kind of given me that feedback. Like, I wasn't going to purchase this, but I saw your video and I loved it. I think I can make it. So that's one reason I really love Swoon. They're just easy to make. They're easy to understand for the most part. And oh, she's just awesome. So one thought that I have about this bag is if you did not want to add your pocket, you could just cut your back panel twice. If you didn't want to have that front pocket, and then vice versa for the other side, if you want 2 zippered pockets for your bag, you just cut out 2 of these. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm kind of thinking I want to add 2 pockets. Just because I know people love pockets. Oh, the Devon is such a quick pattern. I think I can make one in about 15 minutes now. And then maybe 30 minutes with cutting. It goes quick. I don't know. What do I want to do? If I add 2 pocket panels, that would give the bag even more stability because of the waterproof canvas lining those pockets. So, oh, and if I add my connectors, they'll fit pretty nicely right there, and it'll be easier for me to mark those out. So I think I'm gonna do 2 top front panels and then 2 pocket panels and then none of this back panel. Or I could use it for something else. I don't know. Again, that's the fun of her bags, is that they're pretty easy to understand and you can kind of make them your own. So I'm going to grab my Decaville light. You do not need Decaville light to make this bag, but I'm using it because I'm using knit fabric, and the Decaville light takes away the stretch the best. So I'm going to use a combination of Woven Fuse and Decaville light Please don't feel like you need to do the same for this bag. My bad. If anyone was still on the hunt for Decaville Light, I know that Barb got interfacing.com. She has Decaville Light back in stock. Oh, 7:30 a.m. in New Zealand. Very cool. Good morning. I could probably be using 809, but Decaville Light just has me so spoiled. I took the day off sort of yesterday and spent the afternoon with my husband at the zoo, which was super fun. And I don't know if anybody else does this. Well, no, I'm sure a lot of you do it, but I was actually looking at a lot of people's bags while I was out and about, of course. I can't help myself, I just stare. And I have a little notebook that I take with me to sketch out, like bags that I see, changes I want to make, or ways I could add them to a different pattern. And I thought it might be really fun to create like a field notebook, but for bags. So kind of like an activity book, but for bags. I don't know. I think I just have too many ideas. All right, so there is my bottom panel. And then the top front panel, I'm cutting out 2. Again, this is not part of the pattern. I'm cutting out 2 so that I can add 2 zippered pockets to the bag on the outside. So I'm clipping them together. I could honestly piece it together. I might do that. You can just kind of overlap the Decaville and piece it together on your panel. Oh, thank you. I'm ready to go back to all pink though. I like the blue with a little bit of periwinkle and purple and fuchsia, but I love how easy all pink is. I really saw the end of Pallon Bolt. Oh. I might need to catch up on comments in a second. That is one thing I hate about YouTube Lives. It's like the comments are there 1 second and then they're gone the next. Literally like half a second. And I'm a fast reader, but... Okay, so I've got 2 of my top fronts cut out. And you can see how that I just pieced together. I'll set them right next to each other. So I don't need that. It really wasn't too much Decaville light used, so that's a positive thing. And I'm going to grab my woven fuse. And I don't think I need any stabilizer. Nope. Okay. So then I'm just going to roughly cut out the woven fuse that I need. I didn't do a live chat of choosing these fabrics this time. It is in my sewing group on Facebook though. It was like an hour and a half long video where I cut out the pattern pieces. I'm going to be traveling to Chicago soon to hang out with my cousins for a little bit. And I was thinking about stopping into Sewing Gold, which is a sewing machine selling company. And I was thinking about getting either the 8700 or the 1541, or at least playing with both of them, because so many people contact me and they're like, which one should I get? 1181, 8700, or 1541? And I'm like, I know the main difference between the 8700 and the 1181 Juki sewing machine, but the others, I got no idea. Oh, that's awesome. Gina says she just bought a Juki from them yesterday. Which one did you go with? And again, I'm just roughly cutting out the 1181N. It's such a good machine. I will never not be thankful that CJ said to me one day, like, just get it. If you want it, just get it. So I designed this sticker and put it on this cup that Cheryl and Tanya gave me. I think maybe it was just Tanya, but maybe Linda too. It was a combination in my head. Oh, Gina, that's amazing. Go, Dad. Okay, so now I am ready to interface this bag. I still have to cut out the lining, but my heat press is hot and ready. So I'm gonna do that. And I still want to just double check that the hot pink is gonna go with this. This is my main fabric. And the teal matches perfectly, but I don't know if I should maybe go with an ivory colored lining just to tone back on the color or not. Hello, Dora. At least I hope I said your name right. I've got pretty good vision, but maybe I should go live from an iPad so I can actually see. Hello from Puerto Rico. Hello to Puerto Rico. Oh, good. I did say it right. I can kind of read. Yay! All right. Can I see? Yes, I can see your comment. I'm not able to quickly read them, so make it one line only. Hello to India. Hi, Trish. It's just they come and go so quickly, it's hard to catch everything. All right. Oh man, I bought some magnets so that I could keep my Teflon sheet on the heat press, but they're upstairs in my purse. Fat lot of good they're doing me there. So I really would like the print to be not necessarily fussy cut, but continuous. So I'm gonna lay my woven fuse down first and press that together. Okay. And I should have enough extra to bust out a quick Devon while I'm here. Wherever that pattern ran off to. Oh, where? There it is. Okay. Okay, got my Decaville laid down on top. Yeah, isn't it hilarious? It reminds me of Game of Thrones. Yeah, I hate the ones that just scream. This one over here just goes, and I can't take it. I do have the phone on portrait orientation. Hopefully I have it on landscape, not portrait. So then I just carefully cut out along the Decaville. And then I don't waste much interfacing. I do not need fleece on this bag. This is thick enough. And I think my friend Tracy recommended black nickel for this bag if I caught her comment yesterday, and I think black nickel would look really sharp. So I'm gonna go for it. So here's what it looks like. Whoop, come on. And then your zipper will go there, and your print, well, I guess there's a seam allowance, so it doesn't really matter. But it'll be cohesive enough. And then this piece will be enough for some Devons. Cut those out later. Okay, so just repeat those steps. Lining first. Woven fuse first, I mean, ooh. You could really use any combination. You could add vinyl on the top, vinyl on the bottom. You could color block the bag and use just a bunch of different vinyl colors. That would be cool. Whoops. I was thinking about doing 2 back-to-back videos, one where I cut out the Goddess of the Sea and one where I cut this one out, but I think I want to finish sewing this one today, and then I'll do the Goddess of the Sea maybe tomorrow night. And I'm leaving for Tampa on Wednesday to visit my new nephew. I mean, he's not super new to the world anymore, but I haven't met him. So I might stagger the upload. Let me know if you guys prefer all-in-one video or if you would prefer like a 2 or 3 part video series on each bag, not including this cutting and interfacing video. I'm never good at finding videos again, so that's kind of why I haven't done multiple parts. All in one, okay. I feel like I've asked before and a lot of people are, it's either split down the middle or it's just all in one. All in one, okay. We'll keep it all in one. Oh, thank you, Dora. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, I don't want to wait a day for the next one, a day for the next one. That makes sense. Okay. Doesn't matter to me. So for the current way I am uploading videos, I have to keep it under 2 hours, otherwise it doesn't upload. As long as Ben is along for the sewing. Yeah, where is that cat? Ben? Ben? Okay, baby. He's probably sleeping somewhere upstairs. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this vinyl color. It matches like the green and the leaves perfectly. I'm so excited. I think black nickel is a safe choice. Need to see how I feel about this hot pink. Whoa, no, not hot pink. Someone might be into it, but I'm gonna go with my cream colored lining. Oh yeah, that's much better. And this actually matches the inner flower color very well. Sorry guys, I'm not used to wearing regular pants. I usually just wear leggings, but I might leave the house today, so. All right, so for the lining, what you do is you cut on this, or you fold it on this dashed line, and then cut it on the fold. Hello. All right, so for my pocket panel, I've got one exterior for both sides, so I need to cut a total of two. I need to cut a total of 4 lining pieces. So I think altogether cutting and interfacing this bag will be about an hour, which isn't too bad. I really hope I like the look of it because it seems like it'll be, you know, easy to manipulate to what I want it to be, etc. So what I'm going to do for my pocket panel to save time is I'm going to cut out one really close to the pattern specifications, or the pattern piece specifications, I should say. And then for the others, I'm just going to roughly cut them out based on this. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's all going to get sewn and basted together anyway. So if I'm a little bit off, I'm just going to trim off the excess. So it doesn't make sense to me to spend the extra time making sure each one is perfect when I'm going to end up cutting excess anyway. So hopefully that helps you guys save a little bit of time as well. That's my little tip. So right now I can go ahead and cut out 3 of them at once. If the fun for you is being perfect and precise, keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with it. I just like to save time where I can. All right, so I've got 3 now, and I just need 1 more. So I'm going to leave my bottom 2 clipped because those are the ones that are very roughly cut. And then I'll cut one based off of this. And then I'll have 2 and 2 for my pocket panels. And you could cut out 2 more of those for the lining to create a pocket. But I am going to add a zippered pocket inside the bag. So let me grab this really quick. This is just a large square template I have for pockets, because this is how I'm going to birth the bag. So I've got one close to pattern specifications. And then again, this is something you're not going to see inside the bag. So I just roughly cut it out. Boom, pocket, done. All right, so all that's left for me to cut out is my gusset panel and the bottom lining panels. I am currently working on cutting out the Celine zip top tote. And once I'm done cutting this out, I'm going to go ahead and film the video tutorial for it, and hopefully it'll be posted by Monday. Okay, so I'm cutting out the bottom lining panel, and you could definitely trace this first. I'm just cutting. I am not going to roughly cut this because this needs to be a little more particular in size. So that, and I don't want to get my pocket panel and my lining panels mixed up. So I usually leave my main lining pieces folded in half. I'm not going to sew this live only because I like to edit things down, and then if I mess something up, I can pause for a minute or something like that. If I need to go to the bathroom, I can easily do that, or if I need to leave. That, and I still have not made this pattern, so I don't know the directions off the top of my head. So I'll need to reference my phone here and there. Okay, so there are my two bottom lining panels. This bag was part of Bag of the Month Club, I believe, but it is available to purchase now. I may trace this one first. Oh, awesome. No, I've already got it clipped. I'm using waterproof canvas to line this bag, and that is going to make it so I use less interfacing. Hi, Sarah. Hello to the UK. Okay, so I've got the lining gusset piece cut out, and I think I'm going to rough cut that as well. But I'll be a little more careful about how I cut it. So I'm putting it right sides together. I'm going to clip it along a straight edge. And it's sad to say, but this is one of the reasons why I use dull scissors here and there when I'm cutting, because I know the feeling of when I'm cutting through two layers on a pair of dull scissors versus a pair of new scissors. Oh, of course, I cannot wait to see. Leather and Decaville is one of my favorite combinations. Last year, or maybe 2 years ago, I made a bag called the Sarah that I used 809 with. but I love using leather and Decaville light. And I've wanted to release the Sarah bag, however, it's a little more complicated than my usual pattern, so I hate to kind of blindside people with easy pattern, like this one's not easy at all, you know. All right, you guys, so that is the Celine tote all cut and interfaced, minus the lining zipper panel. Hold on. I almost forgot. That would have been bad. Pamela, so the tray that I'm using is from this like rainbow organizing cart. They sell them at Michael's and Aldi's and Amazon, and they're pretty handy. I hope to at some point kind of use this to fill with bags that I'm making in a day, and then just wheel it, cut it, and interface it, all that. I'm gonna go ahead and use a rotary cutter really quick to cut through this vinyl, etc. There we go. So there's my zipper panel. Since I know I'm cutting this bag and making it today, I'll go ahead and cut these. These are 2 1-inch pieces. Make it rain. Alright, you guys, I've got my heat press turned off. I can get ready to sew up this bag, make a tutorial. Let me go ahead and catch up on some comments, if I can. Okay. Loved London when we went there. Oh, Tristy, that's true. Ooh, from Sam's. That's awesome. Ooh, Dora, 2 Annette bags. That is exciting. The Celine zip top tote, it honestly looks like a pretty straightforward, easy sew. Marie Clark says, what weight vinyl is your favorite? I can't say that I have like a favorite weight. I just like marine vinyl, really. So not normal, says the timer, reminds me of my rice cooker. Dora, I actually get a small commission when you purchase from Swoon through my link. Not sure if you can go to windowed mode while streaming. Oh. I don't know if I can. Eleanor says that she loves the St. Louis Zoo. Do they still have the nursery you can go to? I don't think so. They have the kids section. Oh, sitting in my deck overlooking the lake. That sounds amazing. All right, sorry guys. No, I'm not going to be sewing it live just because I haven't made the pattern before, so I kind of want to review it. Oh, what a mess. Before, and I may have to leave in between. So my favorite place to purchase vinyl is called FM Stores in Springfield, Missouri. It's about 3.5 hours from me, but they have the best selection and I buy a lot, a lot. Oh, I'll show you guys really quick while you're here and I'm picking out, whoa, sorry. There we go. I reorganized my hardware wall. Oh, Omaha, Arkansas. Bummer. I know, they need to get an online catalog. Maggie, to be honest, I'm not sure what the weight of it is. It feels like a pretty thin one. FM store address. You know, I've driven there so many times, but I don't know the address. Yeah, Springfield, Missouri. A couple times a month. Oh, hey, how about that? So I know that I need a 1/2-inch snap hook, 1/2-inch D-ring for the side. I know that I'll need 4 of these connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully my underwear isn't hanging out. Okay, 4 of these connectors. I don't think I need a magnet closure. I need 3 zippers, 4 zippers. I don't need purse feet. So yeah, this bag is actually pretty hardware light, which is cool. I need a zipper end. I still need to get those magnetic bowls from the hardware store. Okay. Oh, I saw where it went and then I lost it. There it is. Oof. Okay, comments. Yes, all the hardware. Oh, Melissa, I hope you like it. Oh, 20 Fremont, yep. I bet so. Yeah, they definitely recognize me at this point. And when I went on, I was like, man, you need to make an online catalog. You would have so many online orders. They're like, oh, I know, I know. All right, got my zipper end, zipper in. So yeah, this bag is pretty much ready to go. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the videos. This is the bag that's coming up this week. It's the Goddess of the Sea shoulder bag by Needle and Anchor Supply Co. I did not purchase, I purchased the main pattern and she was kind enough to send me the add-on pack because I messaged her and I was like, hey, what do I need for this bag again? Because I really want to make it. So that's coming up next. Tomorrow, probably. Yeah, Empress Noel. I need to go to Harbor Freight to get those. I know. I even passed it the other day and was like, oh, I need to go in there and grab that. So yeah, I'm really excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream.